Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now I want you to consider this relaxation, a little bit of ASMR, a little bit of history, a bit of museum. And the reason is that I was speaking to a friend about a month ago and we were talking about who keeps their old clothes and who doesn't, and I tend not to. And why some people have kept their clothes from maybe 60s or 70s and handed them down in the family. And I don't know anyone that's done that. But then it occurred to me that, and I mentioned this in a previous video, that when I was 10, one of my aunts actually said to me that their friend had something for me, and I didn't even know the friend. And what had happened was she had her old Sindy items from the 1960s. So this was like 1990. And she said, they're yours. And they were pristine condition, and I couldn't believe it. And it was this huge collection of 1960s Sindy items. And I'll be honest with you, me and my friends didn't look after them half as well as she did, but I did keep them. What I've done though is I've actually separated them into little packages because some of them were in quite bad condition. I'd lost bits and pieces, and so I thought, right, from now on I'll keep what I can. So I wouldn't say it's a great condition collection, but I think if you want to relax and just enjoy the show, you can. If you love a bit of modern history, bit of 60s. So this is the Sindy. She's not wearing her original 1960s clothing. This is a fusion, and some of you'll know this as well. When you played with your friends and your dolls and they all kind of got muddled in with each other's. So I was looking at things going, this isn't mine. So there's some bits of clothing. Hey, guess what? There's a 1980s Barbie one coming up. That'll make more sense. There's some clothing that I'm thinking, that's not mine. I remember whose that was, and it's maybe a friend, and I'm like, I know that's hers, it's not mine. So this is the original 1960s Sindy. I didn't touch her hair, but the hair is just doing its own thing. I think it's trying to be a little bit Doris Day, but I don't know what happened, but I've not touched it. I think it's around about 1963, roughly. Don't know if you can see there, it says made in England. I think her hair is meant to be much more bobbed, but I cannot get the hair to come down, but I swear I didn't touch it. And then this is some sort of 1970s or early 80s cardigan type thing. And I know that these are 1980s Sindy cords. How nice is that? So she is the original Sindy that I was given from the 60s, but we won't dress her up because the clothing's too fragile. It really is very fragile. So she's wearing her 70s, 80s vibe. And very quickly, there's just an honourable mention for Skipper. Again, I didn't touch her hair, but I can't get it to sit properly because she's not been very well looked after. I'm guilty. She was in a box and I can't find the box. Skipper always looked a little bit annoyed to me, like she just wasn't feeling it in the same way that original Barbie did. But anyway, this is Skipper. She's got her little original swimming costume on. And the only Skipper things that I've still got aren't in great condition. I feel there's a bit of me that thinks, well, that's what the clothes are for playing, and there's a bit of me that thinks, why didn't you look after them better? So I'll show you the kind of condition that they're in. So she was boxed, she's certainly not now. She's got a little pyjama set, a little woolen set, but again, there's some holes in it. Look, I'll just sit them on her. There you go. She's got one remaining shoe that goes with her swimming costume. She's got this little pair of like capri pants. And then she did, I don't know where the bottoms are with this, but it was like a little, it says Cool Cats on it, and it was like a little pyjama set. This is age discoloration. This isn't actually a stain. I have no idea why it discoloured, but that isn't actually a mark. That's age damage. So I don't know what happened to that. So I'm sort of half annoyed and half thinking, ugh, that's what kids do. I didn't think I'd find these all these years later. So again, these weren't bagged. I just bagged them. So I won't bore you, so you can switch off if it gets too much, but I found it so interesting to have this little time capsule of 1960s clothing. So let's go for the easy ones. So I always think Doris Day when I think of these. So look at that little dress. How cute. So she's got a little dress here with a little bow, and that's how it was done up at the back with the little... Can I also say that looking at the 60s clothing versus looking at the 80s clothing is the production values are amazing in these. And I actually got a chance to ask Barbara Hulanicki, who, if you've not watched or listened to the Biba podcast, I actually asked her if Biba ever thought about doing Barbie or Sindy clothes. And the answer was yes, they had considered it, but it was getting a bit too complicated and too expensive to scale down the clothing. But I think originally they did actually scale down the clothing. I mean, look at this. This is a full outfit. I think this is Weekender. I could be wrong. Weekender Sindy. So look, she's got a little travel bag. So we did keep some stuff. Little travel bag. The matching skirt and the little jumper. And then this is just too much. Look, she's got her little winter coat, and it's actually quite, again, you could scale that up and be quite into that. Quite heavy duty. That's the coat. And it's, what does it say there? Genuine Sindy. Genuine Sindy. So that's Weekender. I won't put them back in the bags just now. I'll do that later. Another highlight is, again, didn't have it all, or didn't keep it all. Oh my goodness. Her little tennis racket. Her little tennis dress. One remaining shoe. I thought this was a belt, but it's actually to go in Cindy's hair. It's a hairband. But again, you can see the discoloration, and if you know, you know. There's a 60s smell to these clothing, and I tried to clean them up very carefully because I know that you can damage these things so easily. I tried to clean them up, and I think you need professional because they've got that, let's in a nice way, let's call it that museum smell. And it's just, I think it's the age of the clothing. Again, some of this is missing. She's got little shorts that go with this, but this is like beach Sindy. So that's her little top. And then her toweling robe that goes over it. And then I have one remaining beach shoe. There you go. It's like a little, honestly, it was, when I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness. This is very, again, this just, I think Doris Day films when I see this. It's a lovely little shift dress with the detail in the lace. And again, the little button at the back. Oh, and it's little Sindy hanger. She's got a little Sindy hanger. And it actually does say Sindy on it there. Okay, this one again, such a 1960s. Actually, I think sort of late 50s, early 60s is the vibe. But this is 60s. The original underwear is not there, so I have generic Sindy knickers, let's call them. This hasn't, look, you can actually see some of the things that are actually falling off this. So this isn't in great condition, but it's her little nightwear. So it's her little night dress. And look, you can see the little rose detail, but again, the condition's not great. So that's her little night dress. And then she does have matching underwear to go with the bra, but I don't see it. I do remember it, but I don't see it. And then her little mirror. I don't know if there ever was something in the mirror, but there certainly isn't now. But again, I just think of those 1960s films when I see that. This is beyond for me. This is too cute. And I'm surprised that we didn't lose half of this. Again, the condition, look, that's just age. That isn't actually a mark. That's the same as that other top. I don't know enough about clothes restoration. I don't know enough about it, but I don't know why that would happen, but it's not actually like a stain. It's like aging. Again, it's the same on that other one. So this is her ice skating look. So she's got her tights. She's got her little skirt. Then she's got her little jumper. And again with a little clip at the back. And then she's got her scarf with the bobbles. She's got her bobble hat. She's got both of her ice skates. And then she's got her, what would you call them again? It's not gloves, it's not mittens. Maybe it is mittens, I don't know. But oh my goodness, so she's got them too. So that outfit is still there. So how cute is that? Again, it's not fabulous condition, but I'm just so chuffed that I've still got that. That's hilarious. This is a little bit later. This is, I think this is very mod. I actually put this on the community page. So she's got, this reminds me of like The Who or Twiggy. Or you can imagine somebody dancing on TV wearing this, one of the dancing groups. So look, she's got, that's the back of the jeans. You can see the pockets. And that's the front with her little fastening again. And again, this just reminds me of like The Who, sort of that kind of thing. Very mod-like. And then that's the back. Again, the little clip. So obviously that's should be folded in like that. So we like that. Again, I just see Doris Day whenever I see these. Oh, there's another really couple of good ones. These, this is a good one. People don't wear headscarves enough anymore. And I mean headscarves as in going to the shop and putting your scarf over your hair so that you don't ruin it. So look at this. It's her raincoat. So you can wear collar up or collar down. Look, it's even got the little pockets and you can actually, they open. That's too much. So that's her little raincoat. Again, genuine Sindy. So I know that you could actually move the collar down, but I don't want to damage these things. This one's not too brittle at all, but there's a little bit of damage under the arm. But that's her raincoat. And then she can have her little headscarf clipped over her hair to protect her hair when she's out in the rain. And then that's her little 60s shoes. Can you see that? Little 60s shoes. That is, oh. Why do I love miniature things? Everything mini. Love it. Okay, bit of casual. This always, I think of the Queen at Balmoral when I see this. Look at that. Same black shoes can be used for this outfit too, because I found some of the correlating, like the sort of dates online, Pinterest, things like that. You can see the dates. So look at that. It's like her little tartan dress. And again, it's got the buttons at the back. And the matching headscarf. So again, when you see it on Sindy, she's got her headscarf around her head. But I'm guessing that if you didn't want to, you could always put it around her shoulders. So she is looking good. There's only a few more here. Oh, this. I think if I could take this black bag on my holidays, I probably would. So this is Air Stewardess, Air Hostess. I don't know the full title. So look, that's her little travel bag. I mean, come on. Oh, can't cope. And then look, so she's got her little skirt, again with her little button. The shirt, again, it's not in fabulous condition, is it? But it says Genuine Sindy. Not great condition. You can see the discoloration, but it's still there. The jacket, again, not brilliant condition, but you can see the matching. And then look, her little hat, her little stewardess hat. So I am pleased that these are here. I need to store them better. Okay, just a few more. It's another 60s dress to me that's very, just of those, oh look, that needs a little iron. I very carefully ironed some things, but I've obviously not put that in the bag flat, so that's my bad. Now, I saw online, I was able to work out that these shoes went with this dress. But I think some of them, again, like, I do remember there was a diary with something. I've lost the diary. I remember there was a record player, lost the record player. So there's definitely things that didn't make it. So that is my bad that there's a crease in that, because I did get rid of the crease. I've just not put it in properly. But you can see that little dress there, and then that goes with her little shoes. And it's got the... Now you can see I've obviously at some point tried to replace that button, or somebody has. I know that it would have been given to me in good condition, but that needs a little iron. Right, there's only a couple more. This on its own, I believe, can also... So sometimes you would buy a set. So that's just like a little daytime skirt with the little pockets. And I think it could also tie up with this. I don't like fluff on the table, get rid of that. I think you could also put this with it. But again, you can see the discoloration in that. And you can see it's been repaired there too. So I think that skirt could either go with it. But I think when they were selling it, look, there's a mark on that as well. Again, just age. So it's like, this is like a pleather pinafore skirt almost. So the way that you can see it online, and I need to be careful, don't know how delicate that is that it's actually worn like that. That's flipped round. So you can see that again. How clever. And then there's one more, and it's a good one. And again, I'm surprised how much of it there actually is here. It is... Oops, there's one of her riding shoes. It is the full horse riding outfit. So she's got her little shoes. She's got a little hat. She's got her jacket. Again, genuine Sindy. Not great condition, but it's there. She's got her little checked shirt that she can wear. Again, it says, if you can see it, genuine Sindy. Just about. Again, it's a bit marked. And then look, there's her little jodhpurs. And then that's a little clip again. That's her little jodhpurs. So that's how that outfit looks. I mean, that's just too much, isn't it? The little hat. I mean, that's just too much. So that is a little walk through the 1960s. Don't know if I've got a favourite, but I think, honestly, that is just beyond cute. And then I will do, just in case anyone's interested, again, it's for relaxation, but sometimes it's a little trip down memory lane. If I just grab something from the 80s, there are some fabulous things, but you can also see they did start cutting corners. They certainly didn't put the same level of attention to detail. And I mean, look, they're little rolled up trousers, the jodhpurs. You can see the amount of detail in these things. Look, the little pockets. Unbelievable. Let's see what I can find here. Okay, just one little hint. Some of you might even say I had these. This is a 1980s Barbie set, and it was a dress, like a halter neck dress. Oh, look, there's one shoe. How many of us always lost a shoe? So this was a set because it was the same pattern, but it was two different things. And then she could have, I'll move this out of the way. So she could have the dress, the halter neck dress with the big bow at the back. Or you could put her in her absolute power dressing outfit, which was the long skirt with the sort of kick out at the bottom. And then this was the top that was like a jacket, but really a top. And then it had this little belt, plastic belt that came round, if I can find it. And then you would attach the belt. So that's how that would sit, except it wouldn't sit. So they came as a set. I always remember this because I didn't get lots of Barbie stuff. I wasn't one of those people that got it all the time. So I remember that was like, it was the cardboard. You would take them in I think it was maybe even not a toy shop. It might have been a supermarket where they had the toy part. And it would be on the cardboard, the two dresses flat on the cardboard, and you'd pull out the plastic. And even though these are nicely made, the fabric you can feel is much cheaper, much thinner, synthetic, whereas these fabrics are not. I mean, that's cotton wool mix. You can feel that is basically genuine material that we would wear in our trousers scaled down. So you can see where they started to cut costs, basically. Still like it, but cut costs. So I'll do a little Barbie one in case anyone wants a little trip down memory lane. And apart from that, I hope you found that interesting, because I just love seeing how they used to do things. That's why I'm enjoying doing the podcasts for you too. Sometimes you might wonder why I want to chat with someone who might not be instantly recognisable to you, or you might wonder why I want to chat with them if they're not immediately thought of as our demographic. But recent history wasn't that long ago, and there are so many interesting stories that are still out there and still being told, and if we don't share them, we're going to lose them. So I really like sharing these things with you so that we've actually got these little anchor points in history that we can relate back to and see how things were not that long ago when you think about it. I just love it. So let me know what you think, whether you find it relaxing or you have your own things that you've discovered that you'd forgotten you had, some sort of collectibles. Have a great day, and I'll see you again soon.